situated in the province of Tarlac, located in the northwestern part of the province, bordering the town of San Clemente to the west, Bayambang to the north, Santa Ignacia and Mayantoc to the south, and Paniqui and Mancada to the west. It has a total land mass of 140.53 square kilometers and a population of 9,400 people. The population density of 650 per square kilometers. It is well known for its agricultural production to help the province, but we are here to learn of its history. It all started when the Aita first settled here, thus making them the earliest inhabitants of the town who lived off of hunting animals, fishing, and gathering food. But when forced to move inward, as the Pangasinan and Ilocano came down from their respective province and settled within the shore of Camiling River in a swampy area called Kakamilingan. The name Camiling comes from the tree named Camiling, which grew abundantly in the wilderness province. There are two distinct origins related to the town of Camiling and where it came from. The first that it was a visita of Bayambang and another that it was a city of Paniqui. The first statement said that the Camiling was a part of Bayambang and was elevated into a pueblo by the petition of Father Fontcuberta in 1838, with Don Vicente Galcin as its first the gobernadorcillo. The later statement proved to be true. A Spanish document was unearthed in 1937 that proved it was the Camileños paid tribute to the town of Paniqui. But in 1838, Camiling became an independent town breaking away from Paniqui. In the Spanish colonial period, the town of Camiling was named San Miguel de Camiling after the archangel Saint Michael, but was dropped in 1855 where the town name was renamed Camiling. The Spaniards helped build a grand church in 1863 when it was destroyed by an earthquake in 1880 and was rebuilt and improved. It was recognized by the National Historical Commission of the Philippines in 1994 as a historical site showcasing the Spanish influence on the town. However, it was destroyed in a fire just 3 years later in 1997. A fun fact about the old St. Michael the Archangel Parish Church was that it was the execution place of General Pedro Pedroche and his men under the accusation of treason against the Katipunan. He was executed by General Francisco Macabulo and his troops. Then, the Philippine Revolution and the American period rolled around. Thus, the town of Camiling helped in the Philippine Revolution and was later occupied by the Americans. As the Americans helped establish its education system, all while Camiling embraced the rule of the Americans. The Benson family, home of the ninth chief of the Supreme Court of the Philippines, Cesar Benson. His tenure as chief of the Supreme Court started on April 28, 1961 and until his retirement until May 26, 1966. He then became the first Filipino to be appointed to the International Court of Justice in November 1966. The ancestral house of Carlos P. Romulo, who is a renowned journalist and army general who worked with General Douglas MacArthur in World War II. He was also the president of the United Nations General Assembly in 1949. However, the house is now in ruins and has not been renovated since. Here is the ancestral house of Leonor Rivera, the one who inspired Rizal to write the character of Maria Clara not end up together, and she was married off to an Englishman named Charles Henry Whitney. Another well-known place in Camille is the Veterans Park, where you can see the faces of well-known veterans who were born in Camille. It showcases the history of war that the Camilleños have faced in the past. And another well-known person from Camille is General Paulino Santos Villa, after whom the city of General Santos in Mindanao was named. He was the commanding general of the Philippine Army from May 6, 1936 up until December 31, 1936. He then served under President Manuel L. Quezon upon his retirement from the Philippine Army. The old church of St. Michael the Archangel was a renowned example of a heritage site in Camille, as this is where General Pedro Pedroche and his men were trained by General Ferdinand Macabulos under the charge of treason against the Katipunan. As you can see, the church is now ruined and beyond repair, and it is now currently not in use. Another well-known place is the Camiling Municipal Hall, where the mayor resides to make the laws and regulations of the town of Camili along with his officials. As you can see, the current mayor of the town of Camiling is Joyce Agustin, the wife of Ellen C. Agustin, the previous mayor of Camili. With the Japanese occupation in the Philippines, the people of Camili joined the guerrilla movement, part of the incoming Japanese army, as the town suffered from the Japanese army causing panic upon the street. Some of the residents fled to Baksay and other remote barriers to evacuate from the incoming troops. The Japanese turned School Building No. 1 into their garrison and made it their headquarters for Camili. The garrison was then repurposed into the now Camili Central Elementary School as a school for education. However, disaster struck in the year 1990 as a powerful earthquake shook the entire Luzon Island, severely damaging the Camiling Catholic Church. In the year 1991, disaster struck the town of Camiling again from the eruption of Mount Pinatubo and affected farmland and residential communities in the barangays of Sinilian, Lasong, Florida, Caniyag, and Carael. My recent year, the town of Camiling suffered under a fire that struck the Camiling public market during the election. Currently, it is being rebuilt into a brand new 3-story house. Yes, so for the people of Camiling recover from the fire. Camiling is a rich town, the town full of history and many ancestral houses. The video is showing that the town of Camiling is very rich and very diverse, from the Aitas to the Pangasinense to the Ilocano, as well as the Spanish, Americans, and Japanese. The town of Camiling has suffered through ups and downs in history, but us Camileños have pushed through all of it and have regained a better understanding of our history, as well as our love for our town. Thank you for watching.